Hey, it's Scott once again, and as you can tell, I'm not driving anymore. So, coming to you from back home, back on Lake Oconee in Georgia, and yeah, it's interesting calling it home because we've lived here a little over a month now. Although I was on the road for that little bit of time, but it's starting to feel like home, and that's a good thing. So. But anyway, today I wanted to talk to you about, you've heard me talk to you about reading and the fact that leaders are readers. And today I want to talk to you about where I am right now in my own reading path, my own reading life, and what just happened to me. Because this is such a huge thing for us, anybody in the leadership world, the importance of reading and the impact of reading. So each year, last year and this year, I've set goals for how many books I want to read. A year ago, well, 2 years ago now, I guess, I had set the goal for 24 books. I wanted to do two per month. And I achieved that. I actually hit 24 by now last year in 2018. And this year I set the goal for 36. I wanted to do 3 a month. And wow, did I fall. Well, not fall, but I certainly did not come out of the gate on fire this year. And so I've been lagging, and it was tough. Some of the books that I chose, as much as I liked them, a lot longer, and there was a lot more to them, and I just wasn't getting to them. And so I was lagging behind as I entered September. I had only had 15 books read by the time September started. I just finished my 4th one. It's called The Compound Effect by Darren Hardy. And when I say the 4th one, I mean the 4th one in September. And as you can see, it's a book. I also read ebooks, but here's how I was able to read 4 books. Now, I didn't read them all starting in September and finishing. Some of them I started in August, but I have just finished them. But here's how I have been reading that many books. I downloaded an app called Chirp, and it allows you to purchase audiobooks for very discounted prices. There is, of course, also Amazon's Audible, which many of you, I'm sure, are aware of and use. And so I've been listening to books. So I have just listened to 3 books in the last 2 weeks, I think it's been, maybe 3 weeks. And those books are flying by while I was reading The Compound Effect by Darren Hardy. And have some other books that I'm in the middle of reading, and I've just started listening to another one. So today, as I record this, it's September 13th, I believe. I know I'm going to get a couple more books in by the end of this month. I should have 6. That means if I can do the same kind of thing, get 5 or so in October, 5 or so in November, and 5 or so in December, I'll be well over the 36 that I was seeking. And so my point to you today is, I have a couple of them. First, there are so many ways for you to read and read books. So don't fall back on the excuse that I have through the years, I just don't have time. Of course you have time. You need to make time, absolutely, but you can find time and find different ways. So audiobooks is one way. The second thing I want to talk about, though, is this. You know that one of my messages that I give a lot is we should not focus so much on results and on scoreboard success. So this book is outstanding. I cannot recommend it enough. There are so many things that I have highlighted, you can probably see throughout it, okay? There's so many great nuggets in here. And it's not for coaches, it's for anybody who wants to jumpstart their life and jumpstart their success. And his big focus is on small incremental steps, small incremental habits that you need to create. But here's the thing. I am so excited that I get to type onto my computer where I have the list of books that I have completed each time I finish a book. Well, that's my scoreboard. That's my book scoreboard. But ultimately, who cares if I have just finished 19 books for this year, I finished 4 this month, if I don't do anything with them? The key is not in the reading. Yes, that's a huge part of it, or the listening. The key is, what am I then doing with the books that I'm reading? All right, and so this is an important point for all of us. You need to be doing your professional development, going to clinics, watching videos, reading books, doing all kinds of things to help you be a better coach, absolutely. But once you do those things, okay, now it's time to then do those things. In other words, you've done the things of reading, studying, talking to mentors, finding other ways to, be a better coach or to help you in what you're trying to do. Now it's time to take what you've learned and apply it. Doesn't mean you got to apply everything and use everything, but what's the point in learning all this stuff if you're not going to use it? And so take this message and apply it in your own way and do it immediately. You're going to learn something about someone or about something in some fashion over the course of the next few hours, few days. How are you going to apply it to your life? So don't get so caught up in the scoreboard. I'm so jacked that I finished this book and I got to put it on my list of books that I accomplished, but it'll mean nothing if I don't apply these things that I have highlighted in here. All right? So take the reading, take the listening, take the things that you're learning and apply them and go out and make your life, make your teams, make whatever it is a much better experience for all those involved. We'll talk to you again next time.